Ya boaboa no atudi pram tobreka sebo a ye ne yetiefo si nkonya ye ete utie free peace 104.3 FM so okay 101.7 neat 100.9 nimi ansa wo se pass abeka dance na kra no ati hello 101.5 FM wadum kumase Ghana man tem yedunsia bebi a wote yenkan kasafidie be seduesie nim ne etire kwamnonia be seduasa peacefmonline.com ghanatoday.com nso abode yetiefo kwa ubenya bia kan de di kasebo ni mu akotene bi ne
Frank Tuni Man National Democratic Congress NDC omampenda da John Dramani Mahama say omanfo abre ewa bensa no dodo entidodo no epensesa
Ghana needs a change. We have suffered long enough.
Na Peace News ene animdifo ewo amanyosam ehon senior lecturers no ebedi enkomodia fade akoso ewo Ghana mrahye bedwam no ehon Peace News kronwa ne MPP amanyoko ne twerefo bekasa ewo asema kanema mpani John Mama ediatu edwa afade akoso mrahye bedwam no a osusa yenkunimdie ema NDC no ehon Afi special duties our movement for change in the odi enimu and such as omo ogidie pastoral ankodwo chiramanti bedi nkunima fia batu mu
Akan sesa election ba umia wonka ho eye between Alan and John Mahama
na obi a waye adwuma ma ya atenka na nadwuma so ani atramentemfi ewo mayimu Dr. Ernest Oforisa Ponasre se woni awanu edru brumumwa na yenye hyehye bebo mabunu chidom ama wom so ede wo ho ahye enwuma eye emu ene
I want to urge policymakers and government officials to take note. Our youth are not lacking in potential, but they need access to resources.
Ene eye fiadanti ye the lifestyle kasebo ebeba ensem bi ka wenum ho ne de beso mo say peace from tobre kase enwuma inti
MTN ekuta 4G plus ya open network ya ekuta fastest connectivity sawa highest internet speed ya to MTN tabunet Suzy Aba Center edi CB Man capsules aba obaton so kama CB women capsules esese waba mane dimo yi wo ba sima ene ye wo CB soap emiamia wodo nyina obenya biato said mekoya dawurmo ene se amansan tiame kwabena mafo ena
nana ya kunedu Afrika sebonum semni mrahye bedwam chamehne onwunyamfo Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagben ede ato edwa mrahye bedwam ama mrahye bedwafo so apne so ama se ye kasa sese ye yi woni ana ye mrahye bedwafo na wayi wanim se wo kose content kro sese ye yi de womu dibrese mrahye bedwafo abawon na ho asem ne pejaya na kane minority leader onmunyafo Haruna Idrisu eno kopejaye e mrahye bedwam sa fia ba no eboboba na so enipa bi ofie ho no mo a womu kose content kro na basa sede omamra no ekire no ewose akonyo omoteso womu efiri so nti mrahye bedwam chamehene hwe na wontu ho anamo mrahye bedwafo nan asem yaka womu eye Era Cynthia Morrison, Aguna West, Kwadwa Asante, Suhum, Andrew Esiama Fomina, Peter Kwachiaka, Amenfi Central, say and a course.
Accordingly, I proceed to inform the House that by the notification of the polls, the following members of Parliament have by their actions vacated their seats in Parliament. The members are Honorable Peter Yao Kwashi Aka, NDC MP for Amenfi Central in the Western region, now referred to as an independent parliamentary candidate for the same constituency. 2. Honorable Andrew Amwako Asiama, independent member for Fomna constituency in Ashanti region, now referred to as MPP parliamentary candidate for the constituency. 3. Honorable Kojo Asante, MPP MP for Suhum in the Eastern region, now referred to as independent candidate for the same constituency. And finally, Honorable Cynthia Mamile Morrison, MPP MP for Aguna West constituency in the Central region, now referred to as independent candidate for the same constituency. These MPs cannot be allowed by law and my good self to continue to pretend to be representing people that they don't believe in and they don't have any loyalty for in this house any longer. The house is accordingly so informed.
Onipa yɛte ka sɛ yɛ mmarahyɛ badwa mu kyamehene onumunyamfoɔ Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagben. Na ne deɛ yɛakyi ne yɛbɛsi adi nkɔmmɔ nti. Executive Director, Africa Center for Parliamentary Affairs, ASEPA, one Dr. Rashid Dramani. Doc, Peace FM Suni, Mahai.
Good afternoon.
Yada Serio, and no brain.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Okay. Doc, I guess you followed what happened in Parliament yesterday.
Yes, I did.
We want your general view about it.
My general view about it is that I disagree with those who say the speaker was wrong. I read the constitutional provision in the same way that the speaker and many others have read it. And I, at the same time, also agree with those who say that reading is wrong. And the fact that the court is needed to bring clarity and finality to it. So, Parliament has done its work. The Speaker has done the work that he has to do based on his understanding. Now it's up to the court to say whether that thinking is right or wrong. And depending on what the court says, I think that will strengthen our democracy and will bring finality to how this constitutional provision is read and interpreted. Because this is the second time we are having it come to play.
Doc, for the good and those probably who are seeing it as a bad decision, can you please help us the good aspect of it, and probably if you also have a view of a portion of a bad act within, you let us know.
Well, I think the good aspect of it is we need some consistency and predictability in terms of the way our laws are read and the way Parliament does its work. Years ago, Speaker Okwe ruled on this provision and declared the former seat vacant. We are still dealing with the same constitution, even though some people say the MPP wrote to the Speaker at the time. This time there was no such request and so on. So for me, that's a good part of it. I mean, we are deepening our democratic parliamentary practice. The bad side of it is the timing of it and how this is going to maybe stall parliamentary business and government business, especially at a critical time when we are going to elections. So if you look at that, you will say the ruling has come at the time when it has the tendency to cripple the work of government in this country. But I don't think that there's any other way. If Parliament did not act, if the Speaker did not act, I'm sure there would have been people in this country who would take him to court and say, look, there is a violation of the law and you are sitting down and watching this violation. You are not acting like how the former Speaker acted. So I guess, however you look at it, democracy and democratic practice sometimes imposes a lot of discomfort. And I guess once that's the path that we have chosen, we would have to live with those discomforts every now and then. If it was a military regime, we wouldn't have been having this conversation. One person would just decide, and that's the end of the story.
So to you, it's nothing, it's no a big deal, it's nothing to be worried about.
Well, it's not a big deal. I believe if we are truly a democracy, we'll find a way of regulating our affairs and making sure that, like we have done before now, that this matter, you remember during the e-levy and during the the voting issues, the matter was taken to court, and the court made a ruling. One group was not happy, but we all had to live with it. And that's how democracies function. People have to bring their emotions down. And once we are subjecting this to the court, I think people have to bring their emotions down and let the court do its work. If the court says the speaker is wrong, I believe that that's the final part of it. The speaker is wrong. But until then, anybody who has any issue, let them go to court. It's as simple as that.
Okay. Doc, on a lighter side, having read the Constitution, are these people entitled to ex gratia since it's something Ghanaians love discussing?
Well, I think that that's up to the committee that is dealing with Article 71. I have a completely different view about ex gratia, and my view is, maybe for those who are exiting Parliament, yes, I think that's the end. They have finished their career in Parliament. But those who are continuing, I don't think ex gratia and pension means you have come to the end of your career and you are taking, you are given a handshake. So for those who are continuing, taking ex gratia every 4 years, I have some issues about that. Maybe as a country we might have to think about it carefully and see for those people, how do you prorate or how do you deal with their special circumstances?
Okay. Thank you so much for your time this afternoon.
Thank you.
I was for Dr. Rashid Ramani, Executive Director, Africa Center for Parliamentary Affairs. Na ye jena dwene kakra wo de yakosom rahye bedwam no so ohunu fum so bi a wo ho e no say yo my mra eti upusu nunum a wote ne kankan no abi ne apusu nunum ne ahunu de asie na ne tofa bomu eno no ye board ya ka ne boa efichire ho de nkrofo buza sentwe na ye yi o mafiri mu no esgration beje no say eno ne de article 71 holders say de no mo a sabedwe ko ne da o mabam no ne behwe asie ho gina no no amu owo adwene foforo ewo sa esgracia no egie ehonti ye de enkomo no ekonkon ha na political science lecturer ba ko wo Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology Dr. Aminu Dramani yakọ ono so na boboa no ne ne no edi nkomo Doc Peace FM so ni mahan
ya miawo
ya da se wiei no breo
so da we ready
yo Doc dia koso mrahye bedwamu ndi aguso etase mu anim difu emu adwene eti awiei ye pe wadwen kire se de osi hu ne fa
yo mi da se na ma mo tie fo nyina nso aha se de nyina yinu no aye I'm sure you feel chairman to apum at the atujase akoyano na so be jonko na 9 nipa 9 year Adam Pine na we see we ni na ne se ye nhyehyeye da ho mra da ho se we party ba na se wo ko opi party no mu a o ko jina se kwaten kora na se me nyina if I should be doing few say o the party ni din ana a party ne krata so e na ba he enti me just say no na ma I should be doing few chairman no ono so edijina so edi kire say da nkomyan na no e ba ba da plan a ne kire da ni pay the about say me should be doing omo tenasia Tani pan nine in the point for one about a better now. Nanso, saying quite say one of us one on the year. Amongst Yahoo, one original and a name, I mean, member of Parliament, engineer, and
Kosi say ne bimu say Akan nahi ni atoaba enti we no kra na amemwo we fire we na ba wiye enti we nkomo anya na ye dey safo no oje ne say
emrade ye she mra ye nka se ade ba chi ne nipa ne wu a odi ofo mra na ye nya no se oyaro kra po na say ade ba chi ne wu na so ofo mra na emra ne de be gina mra no na owu a ni twa so no owu ye ye na mmara ne bɛyɛ adwuma nti sɛ wobɛka sɛ akana dako akana mu akana nsa ɛno deɛ mehyɛ da no anya adwene ɛwɔ mu sɛ ɛba ne saa no a yɛntumi nya kwan anyi nipa foforɔ nkɔgyina amansini na nkɔnya nnan yi ɔno gyina wɔ nane mu yi di nanso no ɛna de mmɔ sɛ wonnim sɛ ɛnsɛ sɛ woyɛ ɛna woakɔ akɔyɛ ɛmfa ho ne nadodoɔ aka ɛsɛ sɛ yɛde wo fa mmara kwan so sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ɔkyene bi no obi nso nkɔtwɛn a aka biritie bi no nso akɔyɛ saa deɛ no bi wei aba kɛ yi yɛn nyinaa yɛde bi sua nyansa ma ɔmo a wɔwɔ mmarahyɛ bɛdwopie hɔ nyinaa nso ɔbɛtu wɔn hofo na sɛ wɔne bɛyɛ biribi saa ɔne bɛhwɛ mu ansa na wɔne ayɛ
Doc, ne krokra no wei ebema obi amanyosem mu mfaso titiriw ekuo ne mienu MPP ne NDC ana.
Wɔn sɛ sɛ ka sɛ yɛ hwa sɛ odi hwɛ for odi yam fatu ho a wo hwɛ ana for example na wɔn sɛ akɔma dom dodoɔ ne dom kuma ɔmo tena bia wɔ parliament hɔ ɛbɛsesan efi sɛ ɛba ne saa na ɔna na ɔde yɛ dodoɔ no ɔno so bɛte ama kuma no aba bɛbɔ so asen wɔn enti ɛba ne saa na ɛhɔ no wotumi aka sɛ ɛdi aboa wɔn na so ɛfa sɛ ɔmo amansi ana nipa ahorow egyina hɔ ma wɔn no nso a wɔn sɛ NPP foɔ die ɛna dɔɔso enti no definitely no ɛbɛkɔ etia NPP na adeɛ a mebisa ne sɛ ɔne yɛ ne sɛ speaker no ɔyɛ ne sɛ sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ ɛbɛboa amanwekuo bi ana sɛ saa botae ne ɛkyɛkyiri na ɔyɛ de a na nka yɛbɛka sɛ yɛ mfomsoɔ na mmom sɛ ɔyɛ no mmara din mu wɔ Ghana yɛkabi ma ne nkabi amammuo mpuntuo mu bi a ɛne na ne kwan so ano
Doc, ewie yɛda se paa ɛne obrɛo
da ɛwɔ awurade
you for Dr. Aminu Dramani, political science lecturer at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, and na yenini disa enkomwe.
Na Franka Tufoma NDC Amanyoku, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Wakase. What asa was sharp probasi at least what Tumia go bese 10 regents, man tembese dunsiano, wakobese edu. Na said do our coy no, Udru baby cry nana raho. Complaints in ye. Tessa will be a pensessa, o mine moya din papa. A bedroom baby, tis a nipa humo and son watafre. Din pa. Na wakwa, the ana will cry you to know. You tin in the mua senyankaba, woman yenny da swobia, nipan was on the anopa, so a con and nimso banetire, and it does swobia any what. Abeya wa tia kunyaswe, wa toto nioma prekese. Mampenini and another danko kufado, and in a bed ye Dr. Large Mahmoud Baumia, a memoir womubwe, at the Sakwadofua wa fudia. Sɛ wokodro soro eduane bu behwe fam a wasi wotetale ho besi fam a wasi wopa behwe fam nso a wasi eno anso wo mutugum prekese enkofo pensesa.
I've been to 10 regions so far, and everywhere I have gone and interacted with market women, with taxi drivers, with teachers, with nurses, with doctors, with drivers. Everybody says Ghana needs a change. We have suffered long enough. The youth of this country no longer have the luxury to continue on the path of trial and error. Let me tell you, my brothers and sisters, this Akufo-Addo Bawumia administration, they've run out of ideas completely. There's no new idea left in their heads.
Sabia young Fabi from Ra. Omodia apem atateka no. Oba ne drew white no a si entumi nkobio. Na no atino watre se. Our kai pasa Ghana Black Stars what team na na when you nyam say. Sir, ya Bob Black Stars din si wo mu bobo a ɔmamu nyinaa spirit ɛta wo mu ati esi a brastars ne amamu ni difference bi anim ne nyinaa yɛ pɛ mampeni na nado danko akufu ado ne na bedi akire Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia asa football no kura wo mo nti ase wo mo nim na de ban se Black Stars pa ya enko mu bobbo wa enkuranse ekurom wa ye de Black Stars nie esi a spirit na wu aban na kum no eba no nka bomu nso a aban na kunu ena eba ne se yense Black Stars fo nkuna nso a eno nso wakunu Black Stars timi ye wo hoi bibia amfa aban no ho ebegu angu eno anse yatete ho a.
You see what is happening to the Black Stars? What is happening to the Black Stars is a reflection of what is happening in the nation. The team is demoralized, it is dispirited, it is demotivated, and it cannot play like the Black Stars. And that is because behind the team is a president, a vice president, and a government that has dispirited all Ghanaians, they've demoralized all Ghanaians, and they've demotivated all Ghanaians.
Se okoto se krama si apata so a na kwabnane ne peja ne si ho na we de krama ne yede ne ti ahye fom yi ena teso obi na ye ne sa ni nyina ya ben ya eno de brasta se wie se amoako ne adum yi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Franka Tufoma NDC Amanyoku Sarama Tikuku Pentra Daruma
na yeko yemrashe bedwamu sentreni pani Emmanuel Akoli aboboano eye bibi wachese ensankaye bi ensantre from rameti enkosin bi ekoso mrashe bedwamu na saa mometie enkobo amane ye ekoso mrashe bedwamu no edom kuma edom kese ya ewo Ghana mrashe bedwamu na afre sese wo ka dom kese na akadom kuma unhunu se de okano nanso yense ntwreni pani oton krafi mrahye bedwam se dom kese ye wo Ghana mrahye bedwam afrense ntwrefo ene ye bo ra ho na de womodi tudwa no ye de ho amane atudwa etiefo agisa mo de che se ahoma no eye chichiri enti awie nhedam wayen na ebra ne ye twen no ahoma so wadi nkan ato enkra ne bi wadi nkan de ene bi abrayen hwan na e kasa yi.
First of all, let's put the issues in context. My members who are going independent, i.e. the MP for Suhum and the MP for Agona West, have not applied to me to say that they are no more part of the caucus. 2, the party has not taken any action to dismiss them from the party. Neither have they written to resign from the party. They have only expressed an intent to participate in the next elections as independent candidates. As it is today, as a matter of fact, their status as members of parliament on the ticket of LPP remain same. It hasn't changed. 2, the independent candidate who applied to caucus with MPP has not changed his stand. So nothing has changed in terms of how the composition of parliament is as of today. Indeed, I am in touch with Honorable Amwako Esiama, and in fact, I'm happy to even announce to you that he is also filing a separate action as a result of the conduct of Mr. Speaker. So you will soon see an action filed by him, because what Mr. Speaker has done is to deny his constituents an opportunity to be heard. I don't want to go into the legal issues, but politically, what Mr. Speaker has done is wrong, and it doesn't help democracy.
Enia yeti yeyi eye owura afenyo marking ono ne yeti ye no you abusanfo say o kasa majority ne minority a eno no na free nra no abeda ne asem we da paso ono de ofre ne ho majority leader ena amane ye sentweni mano akole ye nya ono akasa na nchirechire mu no wa moye ene no enchire mu nanso oyinu dwo a kasebo no ye de beba no ye benya ne nti obechire mu
Na Ewura Hobson Adoye Oye head special duties Emma movement for change. Special duties no wano na a party no beye style be skirmishes be to do something here and there or dano yenye say first strategies be mra yenwura from yenwura soro yenye say one wadano no one waka say wase abaya baba to in December da etoso enso eye nipa mienu ena gira wonum so ononyamfo Alan Kojo Chiramanten John movement for change penia wadano ono ehure dikan His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ena ebia obeto aso na opese wakachire MPP amanyoko se Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia se yeyi fana miensa kura no obemu a monsere no kire se wono wa yankyene kura anko ayirem na owura hopes na doye ene wo kire se wudu kurom ne ya twe ohene fom a umisa se kuru no mudwo ono ankasa n'ani fi wo Ghana hanom onhu amamu oboni se da mampeni na nado ene na bedi kire Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia wo ma feli poto kire se Ghana ni bia ni daswasa na de enwanwa ne se obi abisa no ho se sananke ya de adoa ne bedi ade anko ma anse umusire yebo enu anie Ghana for ra hopa enti bebia obefa bia eni daso dua ba akopa aka eye Alan Kojo Chiramanten enti obia ebeto amala they are expressing optimism and overwhelming support to omude ma Alan no nya support ketwa na bra wo kase woko hacho adesia wo hacho o da so man kwabenya dometa fama samai wo munyina treso aden de nipa mienu eya Alan Kojo Chiramanten ne JDM ena bia wo mbekọ runoff
Yet, ye wojidie, and none of ye shase, then so no pity ntino. Then we a dog akra. But ye ra a showman, village honomo, ye buy ya fedia, ye back of Benya market in Adi. Who said your man for a separate. In fact, Uto MPP for Mukrana, what you say, Bradinasis, Bebre, Adinasis, at the idea, ye say, come what me, said the Tibian, Alan Chiramanten is going to emerge the winner. Maka says election, Baumia Wankahu, between Alan and John Mahama. Alan and John Mahama, Obian, you have across 50%. Yabeko runoff no eno na de Alan Chiramanten be the president of the Republic of Ghana.
Na eno ati na wacha se electoral commission esi a maami James ane Bosman Asane eduma na afunu wom abre enti wom agya de ama region ne se obi anya ne wope said ye be ya wochene bi yemfa blame bi amasi obi akon enti eno ane se abane ya tuwia region obia mobone de se abobo asumesi na wini ye obintin na wini ye kan nyina bom wo mantem wono mu a ansa ne ye de abankran we nyina kire se wo mu twa mu afiri brem no a enam kwan so a eba no no mu de akwa akosel regional executives ya ededa electoral commission no sa wo mu na ye ntidi wo mu ye no wankasa kwesi ada no pa wenim begu ase no memende nyumre nu wahu
me hu na bakosem but me hu say Jamesa or ye list say obetrase no waje all the 276 constituency resource no and ope say o jama nkrofo no moye na just 16 regions no atrase no aye adenti NSS banisa SSS utran because the whole country you are the returning officer presidential elections no you are the only returning officer enti adenti na obi na enye wadwuma ma so on de no enti say obi ye wadwuma ma enti no adene de ye dim plans a omoye but plan bia ni ho a omode ba ebe yadwuma because emranti agina hagina omani abriso omusisem enti omutu omaba ni wia obeda no wia ba untimi wia ba no enti media memenimu se ni omu beye bia no enkonkosi aga chese Alan Chiramanten ebe wene ababeye the first independent president ewo mayimu
na onwieye na aya caravan to caravan ena wone adrobes ena jadifo traders community members wo munyina bonkoma and what I say alankojo tiramante pe ena Ghana fo nyina esufre no se omo pensesa because currently Usha MPP abanye ati akunya so a wonhu kotokuo kura na wode kura hyem amemwe usha sectors ya hodo ni nyina eda fom se tim obi bumaya otumi target so me pushing free ana me fa nkwa ha na we dia ne de eno ansa na mu se nkra ne unhu ade pote pa wo moti akunya so a wo moye
ready for change MPP for Mumbai kunya bibia nye uya bibia unyo ska adwuma ni wo boys no adwuma ni wo to bia ye pasa ala president kufoba MPP member ya mo sabotage no pompa inshallah alamba Ghana be yi president kufoba ma coming here no ala president kufoba bibia be see ke pompa e pa ntuma no on media jama kuma so president sabebre go say normal boy say dey omo kanwa light no to see nasa just aduane sikasem oye adwuma press canin light bay wire dey water bay just normal system ne dey asai kra the person sapa gala say dem stop in and you talk about money gala say here percentage region problem eastern region problem et gala say go here passing the day o yasi mu dem stop in man shema kra ye pe chema ten wo ba adwade form obama ye ho atoye do me kwa benya ye nya alankas omra no bedua de no so enu say ye ho ba toye etu onu ana ko no ala no vote onu ala nkas onu ana ye pe no
onu ana ye pe no de ye te se omo kase ye driver for 24 ya omo wo miamia mebubo suwe ena na omo ekase de odinka kasa ye ne de head of special duties movement for change Ora Hobson Yave Adoye Yenia Abdullahi Dasmani
Chidombofo Emma Kanema Mpeni John Dramani Mahama Ewo National Democratic Congress NDC Kuomu Eye Professor Jane Nana Opoku Ajman Ogwa probone so den ewo Bunu East Mantemu Na probone nti wakukwa konkronkro ene mpesua ahodo ne bi eso penima mbisa nante apesika ani nyina wo kentampo south abato mpesua so afa plan Pru West no ana afei Parambo Sawaba ye no ewo yeji Pru East saa ba bi amebubo nyina Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman ene ne dom ebo aprodden ewo Bunu East Mantam no emu na kasa mu no de eto omanfo animu se abano aye ba beto no afim omanfo nwi hinam so ntoma NDC amanyokuo na NDC amanyokuo de asetremu akade te se nwomasua te se apomoden akwan ene niema ehia edada brabo no wonsa etimi aka wo se NDC eyeku a wodwene nipa ho na se nipa betra se na obetwere ne se nipa be won twetwede na de obedie ho oden bechichine nipa nsa gu na chi na adwuma ho be ye den ama omanfo de dabi NDC ntrase nyanhwe han na osiam pipia ben ye woso yi wo mo ba ye bibia na mo yi ahye free SHS wo ka se wo pe kwan wo se free SHS ontiska ni ho sukuu dan na bia fe ne se aya sabia yesom ne agya to ho chese dia banye ye bia unya boso pe no aka cho say free SHS enti free SHS ne ye eno nko antimi ma oman no mu nipa ni ye ti akade anka ye no so ye hia na de obetimi dia ba eye NDC abanya kana mpani John Dramani Mahama edano 24-hour economy beboa mo anya adwuma ye na wukuta sika watimi dia bo bra ne kama
Obiani mi ensano obiani mejuma ye ba ye ya na ye refi kra na ye pese adwuma no ma me bia ba ba ka ho ye pese ye ma no ko school papa ene onya ko bia wa no so the free SHS ba ye pese na me ba no ko school da pan ba ko no be tin fie bo so mi ensa eno adisua papa be na be free mo aba o ka o se o de ko to ma me na the free SHS ba ye asembe nsunie kania no wan fa bia maka ho o se ma fa bia maka ho nam the free SHS abenti kokoto ma me na sa se wo ya ka kire hwan me se me phone no me ntimi me hia moa me peske dijwa anoma me ton ye nto ye free ye ntua me ho hyehyɛ me kɔtoma me na me de free searches by wa asase mo yɛ ka kyerɛ hwan enka no na petrol bi tɔ no 14 cedis and then me tɔ aburo 60 cedis also de kɔtoma me na me de free searches aba sase mo hwan de ka kyerɛ no
Onipa Okasai eye Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman. Wano na ebo kane mampeni John Dramani Mahama Chidom ewo afi aba yebeto no mu. Yense training Patricia Sifa Fisher ene de amane boy brain.
Ghana National Association of Small Scale Miners omo task force wa yatie ena omo tu anamon omo koya omo a etu fomu agudie wo kwambo no so galamsefo no omo akwachibi omo che enipensia na nipensia no chamfan ya omo disisi nsuo so anu omo se no eye ba 40 enti omo teja tumase ni nyina ewo Brim River ye wo Achemampon ena enyina wo Eastern Region Etuwa District. National Communication Director ma association no eye Abdulrazak Karasa ebra woni Peace News kasa no se task force no recent mu ye adwuma ho chamfa ya hodo bi a wo mu aye wo mu atete bebre ebi won so an wo mu tweda atum no wo mu ase no excavators ya wo mu die sisi water bodies ensuo kwanzo mu se no nyina no wo mu so be se ni nyina especially Brim River honum ne de galamse no wadi nsamo ne papa nti wo mu masa chance no na Abdulrazak Alasa to us no what say isi ade wo mani da ho illegal miners ya wo mai wo ma denso wo mu be din samone no wo mu ntwen wo mu ba.
We have the task force all over the country. Every mining needed yes district task force and the national task force. So the national task force no echi emma biti electric mechi seredo ya ombe change mo bibio so hotspot and then nansa na task force no ekwa na bibu ewo nso report omukochi na omusa mensa so mensa na omuchi de free group the program omuchi put from na no muso that no omusa can fans over 40 because they were moved the no guy tama operation bus the brain guys for to fans na but they were not working, so we need to send them.
We need to send them. Now, aside that, and wasre abain say, oni stakeholders ya hudu wanon kambum na umon support to association no effort to umumeki. Titru pane say, wabaya emrani nsise biya edebe bata umojumwa umu eyenho. Adia ya friend say small scale mining. Eno de yen tumi nkasi ye jai. Na mum omu tu fomu agudie wo kwambo ne so. Se kwabenane a sabio odidie ya wo sensuo wuru nanim. Na wo de chamfan akosi nsuo so. Na wo se no tututututu kra ese adwene ni nya adwuma no. Ayade bi ha adwene pa but omu tu wo kwampa so no. Yempem running nsise bi a ebebo wodwumedie no ho ban.
Apart from say the task force no young task force na yes our monitoring team no voluntarily no they release a task force to support the fight against illegal mining and we are making sure that 24/7 we'll be monitoring the river bodies and at the same time so we are telling government and then we are advising almost licenses now almost farmer miners and also because the licenses no the one sign na the dipano approaching the document na one sign license na mana how can he defend assassin or no what process okusa document because we call na galamsey for no and illegal miners but if the license is signed into the small scale miners na nkasano we will not allow them to come and then destroy the land that we have properly acquired.
How can he? Ghana National Association of Small Scale Miners Task Force National Communication Director Abdulrazak Alasa Yenya Prince Bafo Asamwa
Afei yekọ ensamfoforo so Kofa by ni penia wada special eyes group of companies ano Dr. Ernest Ofori Sapon de adesrede at one year wanu drubnum any 1 year was sha eginia 1 year o mine 1 year dane ene emuntutuye eda wona bem enim se woma modem ye bie ekwan mu na mamabunu dodo etimi de won ho ahye nwumanwuma mu a wom so ebetimi akọ wanim na nwuma agina na mfaso no aye botwu ede ama omanma okokasai o Ghana Career and Migration Fair ekoso wo kumase wa Asante Mantamu ase eho ena Dr. Ernesto Forisa Poni chechem de akyere se nimdia bebre ena Ghana mabunu ewo na de aka eye fame kono se obenya nantuo no agina so na obenya aboafo akyerɛkyerɛ wɔn ho akwan na wɔn so asɔre waka ayɛ wɔn fam de aboa ɔman no na mfa so twitwiri die ne bi akɔ ɔman mu ne abibimam ne bi aka wiase nyinaa no ɛno ɛna sesei ɛmabunu ɛhwɛ kwan de senti ɛna wɔsɛ sɛ wɔn ya wɔn duru bunum wɔn adaroma wɔn kentene wɔn ho na emabunu epese wɔn ankasa edi wɔn kui wɔn ankasa ɛbɔ wɔn ho so na wɔkyekyere bibi hyehyɛ bibi esi hɔ nom wɔn entimi enye Ghana Career and Migration Fair course so ɛwɔ Kumase ɛwɔ Asante Mantam yi ebie kwan mu to hɔ ɛma ɔmanfo yi a wɔpɛ adwuma ɛne wɔn nso so a ɛwɔ adwuma mu adayeso na wɔpɛ sɛ wɔn ankasa free bibi ase ɛne animdefoɔ ne wɔn a wɔyɛ bi amana yɛ yie ayɛ bi amana gyina kokohyia yɛ ɛkasa yɛ na se and a doctor of Risapon can see me.
There are so many opportunities. I urge the youth today to take advantage of those opportunities. Just strive hard, try to think outside the box, and try to create something out of nothing. And I'm sure with determination, you will attain your goals. If you have an ambition to become something, if you want to be a medical doctor and you are lazy, and you can't study, I don't think you can attain your dreams. And I want to urge policymakers and government officials to take note. Our youth are not lacking in potential, but they need access to resources, financing, training, mentorship, infrastructure that can enable them to succeed. We need policies that make it easier for young entrepreneurs to access funding.
Nipa Okaseye Dr. Ernest Oforisa Pona waye kofa ba ne penia woda special eyes group of companies anom ne de achi apedie soafo abedi achi deputy employment and labor relations soafo Dr. Festus Ewuakofi ediwei etoso.
It is our duty as leaders and policymakers to ensure that we provide the necessary tools, resources and opportunities for them to harness their skills and pursue their passions. Since the inception of the job fair between my ministry, we have recorded about 20,000 individual participating in the fairs. At the same time, over 2,000 job vacancies have been declared by employers who have qualified the participant filling. It's evident that globalization has transformed the employment landscape, and this presents great opportunities for our vibrant Ghanaian youth to also engage in other labor markets and contribute to take full advantage of this platform to equip yourself for the next phase of your life.
Dr. Festus Ewuakofi, Deputy Minister Labor Relations. Na nekrokrano ena openia Ghanaian European Center for Job, Migration and Development Andreas Badeng odonso di wei etoso.
These projects represent our strong EU-Germany collaboration with Ghana on migration, on skills development and employment, and by improving employment services, strengthening legal pathways for migration and mobility, and promoting opportunities to study in Europe. This project will empower Ghanaian talent and expand their opportunities to reach their full potential.
Samson kwamnya mechana dia mane boy free Kumase ewo Asante Memu ebreye eye peace prem to breka sebo ya
Hey, auntie sini ne photocopy ni. Me wo macho na moko se he de na ekọ.
Auntie ama, akoso na enya kwan e wo university o. Na sika me de ba ma na kokra na atomiti paye. 2500 de. Me kofa ne he. Ene Ghana yetie.
Oh, esi. Na se we de woni ha okra. Wonte se NDC ne do mama se wo baba mu. Enkra wo pese wo ko university o man ne de no. Afia edi nkan no. Wa fa sa aka ni nyina. Se ye technical university, college of education, nursing training. Ana se de ka ho nyina. E ho ka nyina wa fa. Afia edi nkan no. E ye free.
Hey sir, we dey say asemode o. E be ma ye koma han ye yo.
Esi, na se nya no nko o. Hwe enkra wo mo e wo school mu dada. A wo mo to ma de sua so. So mama se wo ba. De bibia ye fe student loan plus beba. Wo mo betumi apply no ma je bosia. Wo mo de beto ma de sua so. It is a course say. Wo do second year. And one is student loan plus. Wo kwaji bi na ode atwea ne hu mesua so.
Oh mampanyi mahama. Na me nshraw.
Esi nya no nko. Ye nua no ma sabe wo mo edi dem a wo pese wo to hu mesua so ko sua pon mu no. So mama so wo be mo ma ko university no free a won tua hwe.
Oh, ene mampanyi mahama. Yakupon nshra yefunu a wo wo.
Ensakra ye mre ni. Wo be man sakra ye papa. So wo be ma John Mahama ne NDC.
So wakoma ho hyehyew ana ebo periperi de broni kan hardband no a e de na se wo ye na se wo yam so atim so e
wo be peki na farmer Martin's liver salt tira kwan entem ehwie nsu agu glass mo ate Martin's liver salt no ba kwa no na wo de agum
wo be hu se ehuru wa glass ni mu na wa nom Martin's liver salt ye won orange flavor ana ba ko so ye plain
wonu mu a ohu beto na mum edi na nu na ho nto wo a ko hu doctor.
As part of the easy effort to ensure free, fair, credible, transparent, and peaceful elections in Ghana.
The Electoral Commission EC will display the 2024 revised provisional voters register once more online from Tuesday 15th October to Saturday 19th October 2024. After the last exhibition exercise, the EC has corrected all errors and discrepancies detected. The objectives of this second exhibition exercise is to give registered voters another opportunity to check their personal details on the register and put in claims for correction of such details if any, and also know their polling stations. All registered voters can check their registration details via their phones by dialing *711 *51# on all networks for free. Registered voters must go to the EC office in their district to get necessary errors corrected. All political parties must use the template provided by the Commission to submit errors detected in the provisional register. Please note, after this period, voters can still check their details on the register but cannot request for corrections in their data. Participate in the exhibition of the voters register to verify your details and polling stations to avoid disappointment on voting day. Your vote is your future.
Participate in the exhibition of the voters register.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Yada say afei ene ye fiadenti ye the lifestyle ena ebewie kasebo no afi bi abaso afi ne say menware ye ensomawo mewo a menware ene mafo fe no no na enum ho de na senka oba bi enyem eware ewabra onware ye a na aye fere sese de yatra ho enye fere biu ena na enum ho bi sa bema bi sho ba bi nyem a ye won yere kete ene amware sese no so etwam eni ho biu gedi ope enti ababa ye fe na ne fe no ena edidi mu ama sese na mafo pese chese no kra beboa wo mo asne se obeware a asenhye so obeba enti ene minyaya ne menya baby daddy we susu minyaya ne menya baby mommy enti lifestyle kasebofo busa Ghana mema se wo ware no oyire atena awo ene se wo fo ba ne na wo na anware no na benya baby mama dia he no mpe.
To me, I prefer say men I'll just give birth. Now marriage too is a little bit expensive. Mama banu okaso kowari oma one kaso yenu wedding din the wedding goi wedding akesi intino Charlie. In fact,
we say yeah, I can me pay mu di enka. Me ko hu busafo. Me busafo wia na yaka ye be kan. Ya yaka ye de be ye hye na ofi wia. Eno no me hu hia se be kwa akoye asori wedding ye ka oni get together ni. Cause no scan ever say no. Every me the school fees.
As for me like this, I would prefer to actually
get married. Now to just give birth and live my life. I'll marry. And my reason is when I get married and children actually come in, the lady will actually take care of the children. You see, so my children are going to have a mom and a mother at the same time. I'll be giving birth and living my life. My children will actually have a mother, but I won't get a mom.
I say like nipa do ti wi ase dey o so we dey oware na nya aware mo ni je nya oba like ni suban a o do na o te wase nkwan dey a o so ne no ware na no ne bobla na mo mo me dey say me wale oba pa dey me hwe me ma
say aware dey and shedan come plans no sa he say youth na aba no yana na no penso aware no mo ware ni nye ebina ye penso ye ware ntimi tumi ni aware pa dey nka me plans me say ti menya oba bi obetima ase a metimi na wo ba ko mienu dia me okay but aware pa say dey nka me plans
dey aware pa e friend aware dey David me worry bi oba ye me no oba David me worry bi say me dey be worry oba pa dey me no bi be sign contract na me na wo ma je me ba na ma hwe omo no no ma say aware pa dey me wale ba ne mom dey se me no be twempna na bia me wo dey me gina hwe no sense o me ba
e mama no na ma no so
me pese me wari mom me pese me wa me levi ma brabo dabi kanu krenije emba wa brabo me adwen kire no esane say akwala ne kra na wo de ne ba wiase no obi hia awofo mienu ni nyina entity e wona brabo.
I mean, I think you getting married is the best option because now uma be mana chance like obewo ansa maybe that man might not be the person you're going to marry. And sad and so they all pity because all first one guy now worry one. That cannot be your burden. Obesession for besa woman. Wona o collaborate with different fathers. So to me, I think getting married before birth is the best option. So say need our na expensive. To the extent say our a challenge. Obi a trade the bobre, obi a chesika. Tetena na ntisa. First no, you koyon wade ofia something ejina wo so onipa no mumie enu mo so na mbema na expensive na say enye expensive so ntimi ne de me prefer say me kwa kopi obi na me ne na wo na akwala ne nyina obi sa me papa we nsense bebre emma akwala no kwampo enye responsible sa me de me prefer say anka me ware
me mpe aware chere say eno be kwa ko ware be ma fe no betet wonyi nsu ben di ncho no betet wa na wintimi enye ho hwam na amanfo bebre ewu ewa wadim intanka wo no woman bia na ni dawa show you responsible na kan na wo no take care of the ma na fe na be ko fa wa ya titiro me de aware ne de ka me de me pene senka bia menya be ma obetimi ahwe ne ba mewu na obehwe ne ba kama na aware de me de me nji hu ba me pene senka bia me ne be ma bi be wo na obetimi ahwe ne ba me de no aware de nka me nji hu
Omanfo Ghana mane ena motiye no
amansan ti ame kwabena mafo ena
nana ya kunedu
MTN na the 4G plus yaba open network ekuta fastest connectivity sawo highest internet speed ya to MTN Tabunet Suzy yaba center the CB man capsules aba obeton so kama CB woman capsules esiesie woba manidimu yo obesima yasan wo CB so Sajumekoi adawruma yadamase ama monitia erade asumdie nkamu nyina
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Hey, is that cool? Hey, you've